Hey guys, so this week's topic is on stress. Stress is a huge deal and affects literally all of us, probably more often than we would like to admit. So I think that it is vital to our coaching practice to understand stress, where it comes from, how to deal with it, and how to help our clients deal with it. I didn't have to go very far at all to even find an article on this topic. I went to cbn.com and there was an article right on the very front page. I didn't even have to search. So that's just, that just shows you how big of a deal it is. It's out there. People are trying to figure it out. And so this article talks about how stress comes from all sorts of places, and it's not just mental and emotional. A lot of times people think that stress is simply all in our minds, but it's not. Now, I would say that what I see is that stress is, for a lot of people, primarily mental and emotional. And so those types of stresses need to be identified and addressed. But what this article highlights is the physiological effect on the body from stress, whether it is mental or emotional, or whether it comes from physical activities or poor nutrition, both of which can affect the stress level in the body on a cellular level. Cortisol is a master hormone, and everything follows insulin and then follows cortisol. And when your body is under stress, it produces more and more cortisol, which can be detrimental to the entire system. And a lot of people end up experiencing adrenal fatigue. And when someone experiences adrenal fatigue, it basically negates their ability to make progress in life. Whether that is in exercise or at home, at work, adrenal fatigue is a big deal, and it definitely needs to be addressed, and it can be reversed, but it takes time and healing in the body. This article goes more in depth about how stress is cumulative and leads to that. So once again, I would definitely take the time to read this article because it breaks it down in a way that is understandable for us to understand, but also we can share this with our clients as well. One thing that people don't really contribute to stress is their diet, and that is one technique or one thing that I would want to look at with clients is what their diet is like, how many refined carbs and sugars they're eating, and if that could be causing their body to have sugar imbalances, which can produce cortisol, which can produce adrenal fatigue, which can produce more stress, and it's a vicious cycle. So blood sugar imbalances, timing of meals, exercising too hard or not exercising and then exercising too hard can cause stress on the body and can actually reverse the effects of, or negate the effects the exercise is actually trying to produce. And once again, this article kind of explains a little bit more of that in detail. So that's one technique, is to look at diet with our clients and to really see what they're putting in their body, because it actually can contribute to higher levels of stress in a very, very significant way. The second thing that I would recommend, honestly, is a journal for our clients, because since stress can impact all areas of life, I feel that journaling can help someone identify where that stress might be coming from, whether it's mental, physical, or otherwise. And also the act of writing things out often alleviates stress and allows the brain to decompress, which is also where cortisol comes from as well. It's not just in the body, it's also in the brain. So diet and journaling would be just two simple techniques. There are two things to look at with clients in managing stress. One thing Another technique is also talking about the biblical aspect of stress. So I would, if my client was a Christian, I would recommend them finding a verse that they can hold on to in a moment of stress, something that they memorize and that they can say out loud or say in their mind, or just remember as a coping technique for when they are experiencing stress. And sorry, I'm going to move my camera. And it's, we're probably all very familiar with this one, but do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to the Lord. And I think that by praying and by having a verse, that this technique would help lower stress levels. I know that it helps me personally. So that's what I got for you today in a short 5-minute video. But stress is a really, really big deal. And it should really, we need to know how to address it as coaches. Not just the exercise, not just the nutrition, but stress can negate progress for our clients. And so I think that it's critical to our practice and for their success that we help them with this topic. So hope this was helpful for you, and I will give the link in the comment below my vlog. Thanks, guys.